We are back with part 2, episode 2 of Numenera. So yes, you all are fighting a lot of things, and I have a Roll20 thing. Works. There we go, we have a list of the different, the viewers can see the list. As well as my GM notes if you ever want to know them. You know, my GM notes on this fight, actually, are what you see.
Boot up that
Hidden from you.
game real quick.
I just need to quick grab their stats. Okay. But we should all roll initiative. I'm just gonna grab what the difficulty of that is.
Is there a difficulty?
Yes,
Oh,
and then
right.
if you
It's
succeed,
against
you
their
go faster
difficulty, I
than the
think.
NPCs, and if you fail, you go slower. Just grabbing some levels.
I should probably take a speed skill too, just like go first. I feel like an initiative skill works well for Sharkman.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not even sure what skill I would do.
How do charges work? Is there a charge function?
So glaives can charge.
Yeah. Marissa's character has a charge built in.
I don't know if there's a charge action though. Let me check.
I think that would just be, move the close distance. Yeah, glaives and nanos can grab it.
Ooh.
Or sorry, not nanos. I apologize, Jax.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jax.
Jax.
just break my heart.
I know.
I want to charge in to take blows for everyone, and then I could go bang, haha.
I think the weird thing is that if we're going to be able to get combat going a lot faster, because it's just I do this.
Once we
I
get
do
used
this,
to
I
it,
do
that's
this.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're so used to D&D, or it's like, how many things can I stick into this one turn? It's not many things. It's one action.
Mhm.
Okay. I think we can. It's good. It's good.
Anyone have the action page open, by the way?
It's a good idea.
Yeah,
No.
it starts on like the full descriptions. They start on one. I'm just getting back to it. Actual page 108.
Thank you.
No, I want to copy part of this text. Oh, is it? Are we still having that same Roll20 text issue? Okay. Should be fine. Okay. So how do you roll initiative against groups of enemies where they don't all have the same level? Is it just the highest, or a middle ground?
They might go individually based
towards-
on level.
Okay.
Encounters, rounds, and initiative. Page 107, the actual page.
Okay.
To determine who goes first, second, and so on and around, each player makes a speed roll called an initiative
Start.
roll. Most of the time, it's important. Blah blah blah.
Okay, so if they have different levels, they don't all take their action at the same time.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Then I will delete Tarek. And you can all roll initiative, and then I'll just, I guess add 3 if you have any training in initiative-based stuff.
Fair enough.
Because lowering the difficulty for one person doesn't make sense.
So what are we rolling?
Just might as well just roll a simple roll or what?
Roll a flat d20. It is speed based, so if you want to go first, you can, or make sure you go. Likely, you can use effort. And then if you roll above their level, we'll go before them. They have different levels, so you go after all of them, between the leader and the rest of them, or before any of them.
Okay. And you can spend speed effort on this if you wish.
Nope. All right. Those aren't the worst. Better place to get lower rolls than when fighting.
Yep. And okay. Horatius and Finley go last together.
Hey, bringing up the rear.
Go. Then the flock. Then Az, and then Screech, and which means Killian is first.
Awesome. Great. I have nothing. Let's see.
Oh, and I'll say what their arm as well, because that will matter.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can we see the battlefield? Who's close? Who's far?
Yeah, I'll just generally draw them.
I mean, you could just do
Yeah, just
literally
range bands.
circles. We
Yeah.
could literally
Yeah.
do a circle, like a target.
Yep, I'll do that now.
Oh, I was gonna say you could. You probably don't have it on hand, but use the range bands from
I'll just draw circles.
the Star
to mark those
Wars.
range bands.
Yeah.
That should work, I think. So have short distance. It's short, medium, long, or
it's intimate, aka they're right next to you, short and long. That's about it. Close or far.
Only vaguely related. This just reminded me of another game. Has anyone else seen the Ryutama battle maps?
I have
Mhm.
not.
It's an egg, and they're great.
That is actually super cool. Looking for just an actual crow to work for, and regular birds to work for the others.
Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
how much I loved that game. We should add that to the list.
Seriously, just put dots because this is very much theater of the mind, anyways.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, like, we don't need to-
I just want
Range bands are fine because the game uses range bands.
It does. I have not usually found range bands to be satisfactory. Oh, there we go. The crow represents the leader because he has black feathers.
Are we allowed to interact with things in the scene as well?
Yes.
Yep.
For
Yep.
the combat?
Absolutely. Combat is not
That's an
restrictive. You cannot. It's not that you can only do combat actions in combat. It's perfect. So yeah, he and his two guards, which I will make yellow circles, are next to him. Okay, make it because that's what. So they're both next to him, literally to his left and right. They're a medium distance away.
They're close.
Yes. He is wielding. It's hard to tell exactly what he's wielding because he hasn't swung it yet, but he's wielding some kind of handheld. From the looks of it, it looks like an empty sword hilt.
He's a lightsaber.
Oh my god.
He has an empty sword hilt. That's all I'm
He's
going
a
to say.
lightsaber.
Finish their weapons.
And then to his left and right, his two guards. One is wielding a. Probably. One somehow has a frost rifle. And the other one has a. I would say just a really big hammer.
Wouldn't picture birds with heavy weapons. You know.
Is it big relative to the bird, or
How big are these
they're as
birds?
tall
Are
as
they
you are.
hollow, so it's still light.
They are as tall as you are.
Okay, hold on. I'm putting next to them what they have. So, frost rifle. Let's see. Then what are the
He
other?
has some like hammer space magic where he can drop the hammer away and then pop it back out as he dive bombs you.
What?
What level are these birds?
And then the last one, the injured one, who's totally definitely injured, has dual curved blades. One next to him at the front has an axe and a shield. And the other one has, I think, a pistol. Actually, is what they're using.
Dang.
Does our glaive wield a weapon, or you just like punch things?
I punch things. I do have a crossbow.
With fire.
Yes, with fire. My goal is to get into melee so they take damage from punching me. Or trying to punch me.
So you're a Pokemon and you only know Flame Punch.
And bide.
Alright, good. 2 moves. What a real powerhouse.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll do this part so we know what Screech has. There we go.
The 3 flock inside are actually they would be in immediate and short range because none of them are that close to you. Screech would be long range because he's not that close.
So he came up behind us, but not that close.
He's not behind you. Sorry, he came up from further inside. He came around an aisle.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so if these are the fortifications and this is deeper into the nest, he came from in the nest.
Yes, he came from within the nest, and then these 2 are the watchtower ones. They are extreme range because they are up above with long rifles. One is a long rifle, and one also has a bow and arrow. There we go. Not also. There's so that's what you're dealing with.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'm dealing with. Activating my sheen. So I have armor and my defense rolls are easier.
Good.
And it lasts for a week and I still have it.
Ooh.
You got greasy. You greased up for the fight.
Yep. Ain't no one catching this pig.
Perfect. Okay. Excellent. Well, Screech will...
It can't be named Screech.
Yep, the leader's name is Screech.
Screech will make a horrible video on the internet.
Isn't he in jail?
No,
Is this a person? I don't know who that is.
It's a character from Saved by the Bell.
Screech is a character from Saved by the Bell.
Okay.
Who
the actor made bad videos on the internet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no! He died February 1st of this year?
He did, yeah.
No. I thought he was in jail.
I think he's going to raise his hilt and ready an action to attack anyone who comes close. He's not going to move away from his guards. He's not as stupid as the rest of the flock.
Oh, come now.
IQ of room temperature. Awesome.
Yeah.
Azur, what do you do?
Crows, he's a crow, and crows have that community.
Crows are
brain.
smarter.
They have a genetically pass down rivals.
They do. They go, yo, that guy fucked with us. Go fuck with him.
Yeah, but you mess with their grandpa, and they're ready. Yeah. They'll find you.
They're basically dwarves.
This is why I have a crow feeder in my yard. Because I want a murder of crows to protect me for generations.
I've actually heard that can happen.
Yeah, if they like you, they might bring you shinies.
Mm-hmm.
I've also seen people use them to protect their chickens. They just feed the crows, so if a hawk tries to come and take a chicken, they attack the hawk.
Okay. I want dwarves that are just crows now. Like a universe where they're crows.
Azure,
live
what
in
do
the
you do?
mountains.
What is the red middle dot holding?
That is the injured one. He has dual curved blades.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I'm going to go run up and attack him.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Punch
So
him
he's
with
like,
his broken
no,
shoulder.
not my totally broken wing.
You had your chance.
Did he add ketchup to it now? Like since we saw him last?
He will next time if he survives.
He's not surviving.
Fictionally, but not, non-fictionally. I want to aim for that wing for amusement's sake, but not actually just to do anything to it.
We need to give Azure the mold so she can throw the 7 herbs and spices on these guys, or however.
Pocket mold.
Okay. So,
Colonel Azure.
roll to attack them. Are you using as melee, so you can choose might or speed?
I will use speed, but what am I trying to hit? What level?
Your target number is 3. Not your difficulty is 3. Target number is 9.
Do you want to activate your light weapon to make it 1? You can pick, can't you? Just medium or light.
Yeah, I could do medium
But
or
it's
light.
also less damage.
Yeah. I think in this case I'm going to try with just a medium. We'll see how much that does and if it
So
looks
you
injured
open with the
afterwards.
So you open with the haymaker. It's just...
Do a running kick. Screaming,
Yeah, I'm
running,
okay with
fire
that.
kick.
That looks like a lot of fun. Just flying through the air.
Just imagining you, like, if you one-shot this bird, you kick it, and its feathers poof off, and it's just a cooked chicken.
And
I
I'm
understand
just
we already
hearing,
made...
like, I thought we were avoiding body shot. Okay, 19!
19!
One moment while I go figure out what,
Mhm.
the minor for that is.
Punch his head off. It's a Mortal Kombat finish move. His head flies off.
Halo of Flame.
Tasteful victory.
Tasty.
No, that's instead of the guy coming off the screen going toasty, it's tasty.
I'm just picturing like a bowling alley like screen when you get a strike, it just flashes something else.
Oh my god.
The target or something near the target catches fire. I like that idea. Can I,
Catch fire.
Or all of him?
bandages catching fire is less fun. I want to catch
The
part of their
nest?
home on fire. Let's call it a mini
Imagine a superstore.
Okay,
terms
so,
of the layout.
cardboard boxes.
Okay.
A couch.
Yeah.
So the way I'm imagining this is, I go running up and, like, roundhouse, I don't know, like, flying through the air, kick the guy, and I guess land on top of him.
You kick him in the chest and flames come spurting out the back of him.
Yeah. Oh, that works. He gets kicked into a nearby, like, shelf, which starts catching on fire alongside him.
I'm just trying to see if there's also damage with that, because I think there is.
You still deal damage as well. Yeah, it's your normal
4
damage.
I know, but I think there's extra 5
There-
damage for me, because I'm a glaive.
If he's on fire, he will take damage. I saw it. I just didn't read it.
Yeah, but
It
I
would
think
count
there's
as damage from a
another
hazard,
thing.
right?
Yeah, that's a good point. The intent was, let's create a hazard and spread some fire. But I think that if you get that, like, you still just get extra damage on an attack roll.
It's just now is this for minor fire it says note torch. For major fire it says engulfed in flames, lava.
Okay. This is 19, which is minor.
Okay, so minor fire he takes 3 points per round of ambient damage. I don't know if that starts now.
I wish Roll20 had emojis we could drop in.
I'm good with it starting now.
That would be a good feature, right? If you could just drop in emojis.
I will ask Marissa if you are starting him on fire or something of the nearby surroundings. You said you wanted to catch the surroundings on fire.
My intent is the nearby surroundings. I'm just... Bonuses. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Special rolls. Here we go. In combat and only in combat, if you roll a... Okay, that's extra damage just on the 17 or 18. Got it. I think.
You need a better reference sheet.
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm looking at page 18 in the book.
Okay. We are.
Okay, so it's an extra 2 points of damage, or an extra 1 point of damage.
So,
2?
yeah, in combat, a minor effect inflicts 3 extra points of damage, or you could do a special effect if you wanted to instead.
Okay. Or special effect, let's light this place on fire. That sounds like fun, and
Okay.
might give
Now,
them something else to think about.
It's a torch's amount of fire, so it's going to take some time to grow. But
Fair.
you start a small fire, and smoke starts. So yeah, I think you kick him back, and he's like, so 5 damage. Mind his armor.
Not an insignificant amount of damage.
Not
to
an
the
insignificant
chest.
amount of damage, but he like lays on the ground, not moving, and then unfortunately hear an "ow" from him. And then he quickly gets up in a panic when he realizes that the fire you hit him with caught what he landed on fire. And he's like, and then he quickly gets up and gets away from the fire before he also catches on fire. He does
How
not.
many do these birds have? You don't have
More
to
than
answer.
5
An amount.
or 4 HP, I guess.
Yes.
Is he
Okay,
bloody?
so he used his action to get away.
He looks burnt now.
He
No, he
looks
he didn't use his action yet. It's just that you didn't set him on fire, so he is
Okay.
not in danger of being on fire yet.
Well, on his turn, if he stays, he takes fire damage.
I'll just wait for the fire to grow. Or actively
And
help
it's a small torches amount, so it'll take some time.
Mhm.
It's not like he didn't land on a pile of gasoline. I'm gonna say.
Aww.
Okay. The flock will now all act. Both of the watchtowers will fire at Azure, as the one who has moved forward. You're the most immediate danger. So there's a crack of a rifle and a whip of an arrow heading towards you. What do you do?
Duck and roll towards the fire, but not into it.
Cool. As smoke begins to rise, make 2 speed defense rolls, please. Difficulty level 3.
Okay, I'll make 1, and then I'll see if I'm using effort on the second one.
Okay.
That is not a success.
I
Nope.
can draw one of those if you want.
As the bullet pierces your obligatorily acceptable target of shoulder, stopped by your armor, you take 4 damage minus your armor.
And that's up to you if you want to draw that or not, because it does get you stuff for your turn.
Yeah. I'll draw the arrow shot then.
Okay, now Marissa, Azure has already moved. Is Azure next to you? Do you need to be next to someone to draw the fire, or?
No.
Okay.
Draw the attack. When an NPC attacks a character, another PC can promptly present herself,
Okay.
shout taunts, and move to try and get the foe to attack her instead. In most cases, action succeeds without a roll.
Okay, cool.
Otherwise, I gotta roll.
So yeah, in this case, yeah, you roll to avoid the attack. You don't have to roll to
Get them to
get
attack
the fire.
me.
It's just harder to avoid the attack.
Yes.
While you're doing that, shall I roll for the second shot?
Well, I thought that's the second shot.
I'm
for drawing
taking
the fire.
I'm taking the second shot because you took the first shot.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
So
Right.
it's difficulty 5 to avoid the second shot. How are you doing so?
Neo dodging, so speed.
Yep.
Difficulty 5. Boop. Oh, I did it.
Oh! Do you want to catch the arrow? You go at 20.
Oh, that'd be so badass. Wait, was there a list of things I could do?
No, there is not.
Oh.
Usually there's, the thing you can do is under bears a halo or a flame or whatever your Chuck's energy pack.
Whatever. Yeah, I think that's focus. But yeah.
I'm gonna say, instead of me catching it, just like a stream of blood comes up and catches it, without me moving on my arms.
Oh,
That wasn't nice.
it just freezes around it, like frozen blood or something.
No, it's like It's almost like a
Waterbending, but
whip,
blood.
like a little tentacle made of blood that just catches it.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, and they all look minorly horrified at what you just did. Okay. Awesome.
I don't get my thing though.
Don't worry. If you want to, you can draw all of their fire now.
Mm-hmm.
Since they've realized that Ezra's the most immediate threat, but whatever you just did is freaky enough to make them focus on you for the round.
Okay, I have a
Thank you.
question. So I successfully drew the attack, but I didn't get hit. So can I not do that again for this?
Successfully draw the attack so that if the target they were such a neck.
I can still
You-
take the attack. I just don't use step in front because it didn't
Yeah.
hit me.
You specifically stopped the attack in such a way that it would make sense to still have the kinetic energy.
I would say
It was a 20.
it doesn't actually say if you have to use it beforehand or afterwards. Because it doesn't say. I think you don't have to say. You can use this retroactively, is what I would say.
It says
Okay.
if you draw the attack, so drawing the attack goes first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'd
So
say
just
if you get hit, then you can choose to use the extra armor.
Okay.
Cool. So the only flock you haven't drawn the fire of is the one who just got kicked, basically. He's still in immediate range to Azure, so he says, "I'll show you what I can do." Wielding, he will wield his dual swords in a, let's call it, unpredictable fashion, and charge at you, swinging them wildly, making several swings. What do you do?
How acrobatic can I make this besides saying dodge repeatedly? Hey,
You
we
can
just
say
watched
dodge acrobatically.
we just finished watching Dune, and that had way too many, and now I flip over top of you.
Yeah, and I'm flipping around you and going around you and kung fuing knife fighting you.
Don't you also have a shield?
Yes, which I happen to have. I am going to flip over him with a shield.
Perfect.
Keeping the shield in between you and the flailing
him.
knife target.
That sounds like a speed defense. Another one.
Speaking of which, that was 4 damage minus armor?
Yes, it was.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, let's roll this again, and because he has tried to hit me in melee, he takes 2 damage. Not that I rolled a 1, so that's going to work well for me.
Yes. So, GM intrusion without needing to offer XP or anything. It just happens, is what happens here. So that prepared action that was had before, I think the way this is... Oh, sorry, this is a different thing. You took 5 damage before, not 4, because Screech makes all underlings under him deal 1 extra damage.
Okay.
Just unfortunate.
Has fixed that.
Perfect. Yeah, I think as you are distracted by the dual swords, you feel something sharp and electrical scrape across your back and shock you at the same time as this spike whip, this retractable electrified spike whip, is swung by Screech from a distance, and rakes across your back.
Yay.
You.
Okay.
This also stops you from defending against the thing. So I think this mechanically ends up with you taking extra damage because you're hit twice, but it's not literally hit twice worth of damage. I think you end up taking a combined 8 damage.
Okay. Now my big question is, does armor affect that twice?
No, mechanically it would still be one hit.
Okay. So
as you're
6.
distracted, yeah, he says and yeah, you are able to get your shield up, but not until after he manages to sink one of his swords into probably the same shoulder again. It's getting pretty beat up. You have like
I'm not keen on that shoulder.
centimeter deep wound in your arm.
Did he take 2 damage from being more crisped?
He did. He's still not down,
Drat it, these things are annoying.
even with it bypassing
Okay.
armor. Okay. They've all acted except for the bodyguards and the 2 next to the injured one, who will all act towards Horatius. So I'm still having some text issues. There we go. One of them is a frost rifle. They will shoot at you with a beam of blue energy.
Is this kinetic?
No. This
Oh,
is
it's
the
ice.
only
Dang it.
non-kinetic weapon here.
It's ice energy.
Yep. One of them will move towards you, and the other 2 will also move towards you. Because one of them a pistol, so they will stay here. So you're being attacked. You're being attacked twice, and then everyone else is just moving.
More blood tentacles. Speed.
Okay, speed.
What's the difficulty on this?
Difficulty on this is 3 to defend against the. The blood is coming out of your body, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yep, it's your blood.
Okay, cool. And there's nothing bad that happens if a freeze ray hits your own blood?
No, I think of it more as like it comes out of the pores.
That's
right? It's not like a
healthy,
open
but
wound.
okay.
You sort of weep the blood.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It streams from my eyes as I cry as I get hit.
Okay. Excellent.
Horrifying. Cool.
Yeah,
I can
I'm a
see why they're all
horrifying-
shooting you. They think you're an abomination.
Yeah.
You are. It's not. There's no thought needed.
And really
You
nice,
are.
though.
They're
Going
right
back
when they
at
think
this
you're an
point.
abomination. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll with speed
That's
to
why the
defend
fire
against.
girl's the normal one.
Yeah. Roll with speed to defend against the frost ray.
Now, what
I
moves
don't-
faster, a bullet or ice energy?
I'm gonna spend 3 speed
3?
to make this.
Well, it's
Yeah, because
that's what effort costs.
it's effort. So I'm gonna make this 2. I got a 19.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice. So, I think, yeah, minor effect for this. I think the frost rifle has been used up. It's like out of energy now,
Oh, nice.
and now he has to switch to another main weapon.
Yes.
Does he drop it or does he hold on to it
He's
still?
still holding on to it, but
Okay.
yeah, he's not using it.
Stuff to loot for later.
And then the other one's gonna shoot you with a pistol.
Yeah, that's fine.
But is it?
You're still getting shot at with a pistol. What do you do?
Yeah.
You
I-
say blood tentacle to defend it, or do you kneel down?
Yes. Blood tentacle because it's cool.
Okay, cool.
It's just one catches the like ice energy, just falls into like ice, and then the other one tries to catch the bullet.
We're just getting bunches of little mini blood tentacles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing visual.
3 again.
Yep.
Right, demanding. Cool.
Oh.
Ooh.
You just
Well-
get shot in the face.
Even up
Good news is, I have 1 armor, and I always reduce damage by 1. So
What was-
So that arrow you caught before.
mhm.
Yes. It
Is it
starts
an explosive
blinking,
arrow? Oh no.
and it explodes.
Cool, cool.
I think
Kinetic energy.
partially. The force from the explosion
Explosives are technically kinetic
is
energy.
mixture of kinetic and fire. Yep. But the attack hits for increased amount of damage, also 8.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay. So
Don't roll
armor.
a 1.
My armor's a big A, so it takes that down to what by 1, and then my absorb kinetic energy also reduces damage by 1.
You
So
take
I only
6.
take 6. To
Yeah.
what?
Might.
Might.
Oh, okay, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm at 5 might now.
Mhm.
Okay.
Whee!
That is all of their turns. Finley.
What's the guy in front of me holding?
He is holding an axe and a shield.
I'd like to bite through his.
There's only 2 things. Which one do you bite through?
You're
The
not. I
shield-
see your
the
mouth
shield is
moving.
going to make attacks against him harder. It should hinder.
Mm-hmm.
So, logically, the shield. But
Fine, I'll bite through his shield like a horrifying shark monster that I am. He holds
you-
the shield
okay.
up like.
Do you have a special ability to do that in combat when someone's holding a thing?
To break something?
In combat.
I don't think you need a special ability.
You don't?
otherwise, it's a minor effect because you're technically disarming.
Yes. It would basically be a harder roll, which we had it before. You can still do it. I was just
Trained
checking.
in tasks related to damaging objects with the goal of breaking, piercing, or
Yes,
demolishing
that will help
them.
with the roll still.
You might want to get expertise in that.
It would basically be an attack of difficulty 5, which you can then decrease down to 4 because of your training.
Wait, I don't know what else I got.
I think it still
He
works.
stood up. I was gonna shoot someone with a harpoon, but he stood in front of me.
Well, we did learn.
Remember, you get point
last
blank
time.
bonus,
Yeah.
but that would be cancelled
you
out by
do.
a shield. Actually,
Yeah.
If there's still other people in close range, isn't there?
there are everyone
Or-
except you actually are still together.
Yeah. I feel like I should deal with the person in front of us first.
Yes, please.
So would it be easier or harder to bite him and break his head, or it be to break his shield?
It would actually be the same difficulty because
Break
his shield defends his head, which means it would be difficulty 4. It's
Here's
literally
my
the same
question, though.
difficulty.
Can he use his shield bonus to defend his shield?
No,
I
no,
think
he cannot.
No. It's just that you're trying to do a specific thing, like disarm him of his shield, so that makes it 5 because you're trained in it. It goes down to 4.
And if you attack him normally, it's normally 3, but because he has a shield, it's up to 4. So they're both difficulty 4. Which one do you want to break? His face or his shield?
Yeah. If you break the shield, then you're biting him at 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna break this shield first.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna roll.
Difficulty 4 means you need a 12 or higher. Are you spending any effort?
Can I spend speed? Can I just go fast?
What's a
I
shield
would
made
say
out of?
no, because he's going to want to put his shield in your face anyways.
I should make it easier.
I mean, the issue is crunching on the shield while he hits you with his axe.
Try to surprise him with biting through his shield.
That's might.
I don't want to spend that, so I'm just gonna roll.
Okay.
Because he has an axe. I need my might for the axe.
That's true.
Nope.
Okay. No, whatever his shield is made out of, it is strong enough where while you know you will inevitably bite through it given enough time, you don't have enough time before he pushes you off.
I put teeth marks in it,
Yes,
so I don't
there are teeth
disable
marks,
the...
and if you're the type of shark where you shed teeth, then there's some teeth
Oh,
stuck in there too.
Yeah, there's a couple teeth in there. I think that's all sharks, right? Where they lose teeth all the time.
I think there's a couple sharks that don't have teeth, so it's not clear. But yes,
Okay, I have a
most
shark
of the
with
predatory
teeth.
ones that I know. Cool. Okay, that's your turn.
Yep.
I've also looked up if I get my action if I draw the attack, and basically this is
You
Reddit,
do have your
but
action.
yeah, it just treated it like because it's very vague, right? What it counts as. So people say like they treat it as like the defend action that we were just doing.
Okay. I think you
Okay.
would still have your action because the downside to doing it is the 2 bonuses to make it easier to hit.
And if
Yeah.
it is a defend, that's not our
Mhm.
action either. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah. You do it. What's your
Okay. All right. So Cryo Gunman doesn't have his gun anymore.
He's down for at least a turn. We can ignore him for 1 turn.
Okay. And these guys are very long, not long.
Yeah.
Yep.
If it was a
Darn.
19, he might have had to reload, but no, he's totally out of frost ammo.
All right. I'm gonna melt the guy in front of us.
Okay. Perfect.
So technically, my onslaught is to short. Do I get point blank?
It's not a ranged weapon, I don't think, is it? It's just a psychic attack.
Here. Let me copy it in.
Attack a foe using. Oh, so I guess it's actually up to you. If you're using the first version of a physical, like, energies that assail their physical form, then to me, it is a short range ray of force. It would actually get the bonus for point blank range because it's a like physical projectile. Or
Yes, I want to do that because my tentacles are now piercing into him.
perfect. He's still raising his shield to defend against your blood tentacle attacks.
Yes.
So that will negate the point blank bonus.
So it's just 3?
It's just difficulty 3.
Cool. Yay.
All right, perfect. You hit him.
He takes 4 damage minus armor, whatever that is.
Yep. Excellent.
I'm gonna die.
I was going to say, so far, 2 of them are wounded.
we might need another way to end this.
Yeah, why did you start a fight? This is a
Because
bad
it gave
move.
me XP.
There are ways to run. You can run if you need to. We're at the top of the round again. So, Killian.
What is the light situation like in here? Like, what is allowing us to see?
There are, it looks like somehow still working fluorescent lights up above.
Okay. Where's the light switch?
I think looking around for it might actually be an action because it would probably take you a few seconds to locate it. That's good with you. At least
I really hate you
personal.
can only do one thing.
Yeah, personal experience tells me that it's not that easy to locate a light switch in an action.
Yeah. And they tend to hide them in department stores.
They do.
So people don't play with them.
Yep. They wouldn't. If they put it near the entrance at all, it'll be like hidden somewhere.
Wait, so they have electricity in here? We're not like relying on torches.
They had electricity. They had electricity back at the scrap as well.
We should start backing out of this room.
It's okay.
We can come fight them later.
I'm trying to find if skill rolls are an action or not. Because there's special ability, there's move, there's attack. I don't see anything. There's wait, defend. Okay, do something else is how they deal with that. Okay. Well,
yeah. And the exit is a short distance from you because you didn't get far in. So if you just go move, it's 1 movement to get out of the store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Bye.
You were basically at the doorway when these guys, who already knew you were coming because of the motion sensor, were already waiting for you. All right, cool. So Killian goes, like, you just leave?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I steel myself, get ready for a fight, look at all the people around, notice there's no one behind us and a wide open door, turn around, see ya, fellas, and I'm just gone.
Excellent. Okay. Well, I think Screech is now that he has a guard up here, he's gonna take a step forward. And well, yeah, he'll take a step forward and get into melee range. Azure. He's more. He is not focusing on Azure so much, though he did hit her. His eyes have also been drawn to her. It's his turn. Azure. What do you do?
Punch him and run! Punch him and run!
I can't punt, or actually, I might be able to. Regardless, probably running is indeed the good call here. But then I'm leaving all of you guys to take the hit. Oh, wait! Can I ready an action to basically run when the rest of the team is out of the way and basically rearguard?
Yeah, that's good with
Because
me.
the
But as a
entire
heads
rest of the
up,
flock goes
remember
first.
most of them are already drawn to Horatius anyways. He's specifically
I'm
drawing
gonna
the fire.
go down.
Yeah, and I'm a little worried about that.
I have 5 health in might.
You can take. Oh, if you
You
survive
can then
the
draw the
turn-
fire back if you want to.
No, I have 3 health.
You could spend that
Ooh.
that juicy XP
Ah,
to do the glaive thing of
Intrusions. You have a
attack
murder
3 people in
intrusion?
one round.
I could
Yeah,
do
I'm
a
more
juicy
likely-
XP thing. That is turn off the lights.
yeah, I don't want anyone to go down, but I'm the most likely to do it.
Here. With my nano thing, I have a thing that's like technology either suddenly starts working or suddenly stops working. Let me see. So I could just be like, I'm gonna spend my XP to have the lights go off.
Okay, I can
That
do
greatly
that.
hinders all the range.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The way I'd
You can do
probably
that
do
now.
it is,
You can do that now, actually, because it's not
All-
on your turn.
yeah, I'd make it so all attacks are 2 steps harder and all defense are 2 steps easier for you.
Ooh, would this be? I see.
I'm good to run, and I think we need
Mhm.
to run to get out of here. I'm good
Yeah.
to basically. I just reread Fleet of Foot. It doesn't say move and act or then act and move. So I would say punch stupid Screech and then run.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's what you're doing now?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Give him something to remember us by and leave.
Okay. Then
Okay, sorry.
let's roll to attack him.
And I assume he's not a 3?
No, he's difficulty 5.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what? I'm annoyed with him. Yes, I'm going to use some effort to make that a little bit easier. And then
Because you know you're not going to kill him. You could also punch as a light weapon.
yeah, that's actually a good idea. So I'll punch as a light weapon. I'll use a little bit of effort. But dread it, I want to hit this guy.
Okay.
For
That's
something.
-3.
That's minus.
Well, because light weapon makes it
difficulty.
easier to hit him,
By 2, though.
so
Yeah.
it'll
The light
decrease the
weapon's
5 down
-2.
to 2. No, wait, down to 3,
It's down to 3.
and effort down to 2.
Okay.
So let's do this.
Nice.
Okay. Good.
Yep, light weapon did it. So you hit
Least
him for, was it 2 damage for a light weapon?
3 damage.
3 damage? Okay.
3 damage because I'm a glaive.
So armor absorbs it all.
Oh no!
So-
Armor? He's a bird.
So
I call
as you
foul.
punch him, you
Call foul.
I call foul.
so
Birds
you
cannot
go
wear
to punch
armor.
him with your fiery fist, and there is a like dull thumping sound as your fist collides with an invisible field around him.
Is it a
And he
Numenera?
just smirks at you.
If that's a Numenera,
And
I can
turn
have it
tail
malfunction.
and flee.
Worth XP, though.
It does seem to be some kind of field emitter that is is forcing her to stop.
Because I can't make the lights go off. I have inexplicably unbroken, so I could fix something. Or I could malfunction his Numenera.
Save the XP and run.
Okay.
But
Hazard,
yeah,
and then
no,
you
I
leave.
look at my hand and just horror and frustration, turn tail, and book it after killing it.
So
you
big
get
fiery
out?
explosion fist.
Yeah, I can.
That the flames roll off
Okay.
the force field and you're not there anymore.
Yeah,
Because I'm in still close
Exactly.
range and I can move a close range, I think.
as a glaive,
Can I?
yeah, as your ability is just like, yeah, you can attack and move in action. So
Right, but I'm saying she's up here now, right? So she'd have to move close to us and then out the door, right?
those would be two separate movements. That's correct.
Okay. In which
Yeah.
case, I guess I'm back at you guys.
Yeah, you're
When you
still
move,
doing
I
the
think
rear.
you can spend effort to move longer distance, unless I'm misremembering, though.
Ooh, no, you're remembering right, and I think I'm going to do that.
Okay. How much effort? Is it just like a level of effort?
1 effort.
Okay, so
We can
three-
only spend one level of effort right now.
those are This is weird. You can only spend 1 effort. Is it per turn or per action? It's per
I thought
action.
it was per action. Yeah.
But this,
This is the
one,
same action.
No,
though.
it's per turn because there are people that can make 2 attacks in 1 turn. They can only spend effort on one of them.
Okay.
At one effort.
Really?
You
So
spend
you-
effort
yeah.
on the punch, you can't spend effort on the run.
Oh no.
Rat it, I wish I had known that. Okay,
So you
well,
move back
I
to next to the others.
Yep.
Okay. Finley, you might need to tank some hits. Again. Okay. It's
Well,
the
I
fox
still
turn.
have-
I did that. Understand you. Text
What?
editor has been really weird. That's the right size. So the flock are all going to act. The one with the axe and shield will swing violently at Finley, who,
Ooh, okay.
tried to bite his shield. So, as I said, you drew all their fire for that round. So now it's back to, he'll act whatever makes the
Oh.
most sense.
I would like to catch the axe
Like,
in my bare hand.
okay, that makes sense. For you.
Axe.
If you're going for speed, that works perfectly.
Oh, or might. It doesn't matter. I'm trained in all defenses.
That's true. That's true.
I defend.
I think I could see speed or might. You get to pick which one you want to spend the points in. But you're going to be taking might
Or
damage if you
might.
fail.
I'm doing might. I'm not spending effort on it. It doesn't matter.
Okay, cool. Then roll to defend. The difficulty is normally 3. Sit down to 2.
Oh no! Wait, I think you could spend XP to re-roll, right?
Oh,
You can
You
spend.
can. Yeah, the difficulty goes up by 1, but you can spend effort to reroll.
Please, just can't get a
Efforts?
1.
You can spend XP actually to reroll it. Said right, or was that effort?
Yeah, XP.
Oh, is it XP?
I think it's XP.
Hold on,
That's
it
what
could
I
be
thought
effort.
it was.
Let's go check. 'Cause that does matter.
If it's effort, that's... I don't think it is effort.
Here we go. Retrying a task after failure.
That's not the same thing.
Yes, it must be 1 level of effort.
Immediate benefits. The easiest, more straightforward way for a player to use XP is to re-roll any roll in the game.
Okay, you can. So it's either
You can do
effort or
both.
XP. It's your choice.
Even one they didn't make.
Oh, so XP is any roll. Effort must be yours.
yes, I will spend the XP because I want to do this. I rolled
Yes.
5.
Okay, it's not a 1. That's all that matters. Is it's not a 1.
Okay, it is a failure, but it's not a 1. You take the normal 5 damage. But
5.
it dealt 5 damage. That's what they
He's
deal
a bird.
with a big axe. You
I thought it was a
also
one-handed axe.
it is. It deals 5 damage.
I take my 4 damage.
You take your
So I
4
have armor.
damage. You also spent I assume it would you spend XP or effort to reroll?
XP.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't have the effort thing. Effort's a special power.
Yeah.
Cool. Wait,
I catch
rolling
it in
with
my
effort?
hand.
Rerolling with effort is not a special power. I'm seeing it in the general rules right here.
Yeah.
Rerolling with effort is next turn. It's not a this roll thing.
Ah.
Trying again is next turn.
Well,
Yep.
it said it's a new action, not part of the same action, but none of these defense rolls are actions.
Mm.
So
Oh.
Fair
They're
point.
listed under actions, but they don't count as actions, which is weird.
yeah, it
Well,
uses it.
regardless, I spent XP. It's solved. I catch the axe in my hand. It hurts a
Oh,
lot.
I'm wrong. There's the next paragraph at the end of this is basically like in combat you can't just spend effort, right? Usually, because you'd have to use the XP one, which you did. It works. You don't get a critical. You don't get critically hit. You just get hit. We're good, relatively speaking.
Yeah,
I
that would have
still
been
have more.
10 damage, right?
It's not literally a crit. So far it's been 8 damage rather than 10. If you get
Oh,
a crit.
okay, so just add 3.
I
But
still have more bite than either of
Technically,
you.
I can just say a bad thing happens on a 1. And so far, it's just been
Yeah.
extra damage. Say just as if that's not the thing that's most
Yeah.
bad right now. But either way,
Next.
the other
I've
flock will
gotten
act.
both.
Seeing you run, I think the one with dual swords, like, yeah, I'm too tough for you. And he's gonna like try to, not, he's gonna move up to you. He's not gonna literally chase. He's gonna try and chase you out, basically, as a show of like more bravado towards you himself and the others around him. So he's just gonna move up to
If I take any of them down, it's gonna be him.
Mhm.
you.
We're coming back.
Yes. The one with the pistol will fire at Horatius.
Mm-hmm. I accept.
Okay. How do you avoid it?
Neo dodge.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try and jump out of the way.
Oh, the speeding bullet. Yep.
It doesn't need to make sense. It just needs to work.
Okay.
Yep.
Difficulty
Is
3.
that okay? I will spend 3 speed to make it difficulty 2.
All right.
I did it.
Okay, perfect. So you're fine. The one, yeah, they just moved. This one with the hammer is going to move up. His turn. This one with the frost rifle is going to draw. I think a spear. It's a regular spear, but it's like expandable. Like it didn't obviously have a mono too big, but like
Telescoping
he draws.
spear.
Yeah, it's a telescoping spear.
Telescoping
That's
spear.
exactly. He gets it in spear, telescopes it out, and then moves forward.
Really, we need to just steal anybody else's weapon because
Hey,
they are
wait, is
so
Their
it-
weapons are so much better.
Isn't drawing a weapon an action? I feel like that's
Oh,
one
you're right. It
action,
is.
moving
You're right. It is.
Yeah.
So he just flicks his spear out and is like, "Yes."
two.
Yeah. And then the 2 watchtower folks are going to shoot at I think the bow and arrow is going to shoot at. Yes. Azure. The rifle.
I draw the attack
Okay, let's start with that.
because I get more armor from it.
Okay,
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
perfect. So difficulty 3 up to 5
Uh-huh.
to defend.
I'm just gonna roll with it. 2.
That is
It's not a 1.
not a 1.
Not a 1.
Is it still 3 if they're extreme range?
With the type of weapons they have, yeah. They're like calibrated to.
They are set for. Okay.
Yeah.
Seriously,
like-
we just need their weapon.
I'm just trying to lobby for any points we can find.
If they
Mhm.
weren't on higher ground, it would be harder. But they're like up
Yeah,
above you.
That's where we get into trouble arguing these things because higher ground eases the attack.
So they're above you, but of
Watch.
extreme range, which cancel each other out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they. Oh, and then bow and arrow was
Also,
hits you.
probably just at me. Yeah.
Oh, did I say the rifle first? I think the bow and arrow.
No,
was
you said the
first.
bow and arrow.
Bow and
Oh,
arrow,
you did say
yeah.
bow and arrow
Bow and
first.
arrow
Okay.
hits you for 5 damage minus your armor, which you're
Okay.
using
So
to buff your
I'm
armor.
using the thing, so that is 3 armor total.
Okay.
And I
Reduced by
let's see
1,
here.
so it's 4.
Reduced by 1. So I take 1 damage.
Okay. And then the rifle, we see the scope of the rifle move over a large shark-shaped man.
Yes.
Do they
Pull
need
the
to
trigger.
reload at all?
They do, but not after just their second shot.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
And then they pull the trigger.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Shark Man
dodge.
could take the hit.
I'm going to dodge.
Okay.
I turn to the side as the bullet whizzes past me, and I spend effort for speed.
Okay.
To just step out of the way.
Okay. Difficulty 3. Down
Down
to
to 1.
2. Oh yeah, down to 1 because you're training and effort. So you just
Yep.
need.
I
Okay,
do
you're
it.
good.
I'm so fast.
You do it. You literally dodged a bullet. Yep. That's all of their turns, I think. Pistol guy
Yep.
go?
Yes.
I'm gonna
I
go
think
with
so.
yes at this point because I don't.
I think so too.
I would like to leave.
I think he was dodged by Azure, if I'm not mistaken, but I can't remember. Yeah, Finley, you're heading out.
Yeah, I walk away. I go from being shot and axed to like I'm done.
Okay.
Just slowly lumber out.
And Horatius.
Blood, Doc Ock, go out of the room.
Okay.
You gotta tank Screech. Hopefully he can not attack and move at the same time.
Killian.
This is cold.
So I'm gonna try to probably hold the action until Azure gets out, but I want to drop the security gate that leads into the department store.
Okay. Cool. Sounds
We
good to
get
me.
to do recovery
think-
rolls.
Yes, congratulations. No, Screech isn't. Upon seeing you run, he spends his action to say to the others of his flock, of his nest, he says, I think he basically says, "This is how things go when you all listen to me and actually fight the humans instead of talking with them. Don't worry," he says now, looking at you, Asher. "We'll be coming to your place next. Pay you a visit. All of you." And,
We definitely didn't destroy the gate.
Come on in, the door's open.
yeah, he's going to say that and gloat.
Remember the guy guarding the gate? He's a dick.
That's nice. I'm still doing a fighting retreat. So I'm punching the fried chicken in front of
Fried chicken.
Okay, excellent.
and hoping that the fire spreads. Dread it.
The fire is continuing to smolder and spread. Some of the others are beginning to actually notice it now that that smoke is beginning to get dark.
But hey, if I can undermine his speech by saying this is how things go, yeah, your people die. So.
Okay.
3?
You're prolonging this fight.
Difficulty 3.
Not really, because I can then just move without doing anything and we leave. There we go.
Okay.
5 damage.
5 damage. And with that, how do you kill the totally injured but now actually dead flock member?
It's so stupid. I want to do it anyways.
Do it.
Okay. Staring at his eyes, I grab his head in both hands and twist.
So was he just like about to say something? He's like, "Yeah, run for it! No, what?"
And then I book
He
it.
was about to henchman gloat, and then you kill him.
I think all of us want to run. Can we all run?
You all run.
Yeah,
They
I
don't
have
chase
run.
you far.
I run.
They chase you like around the corner, basically.
We
But,
go the other
we are-
way.
Yeah, so you're back in the food court. It's still empty.
We take a sense to all pant and use our recovery action.
Yeah.
Except for, Killian, who never got hurt.
Yeah, he knows better.
Is
than
Killian
that.
still not hurt?
No.
Oh.
So
Admittedly, I have to
Recovery-
say that's a smart play as opposed to...
recovery is plus 1d6 plus your tier, so everyone's plus 1.
Yep.
Okay, so just roll
Do we
1d6
have to-
plus 1?
Declare a pool beforehand, or can we just spend it
I
wherever?
think recovery rolls are spend wherever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think so.
Is that on
Mine-
this cheat sheet? Can divide between any
Yes, it
pools.
is. Right above recovery rolls.
Yeah. Put a plus. There's a little plus
Awesome.
thing at the bottom you could add. Yeah. So I have a bonus to my recovery from being tough. That's why mine's plus 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All in might, because might is what makes you not die.
Yep. I vote for the 10-minute one too.
What? No, I'm fine.
Oh, everyone else didn't.
I'm gonna rest for 10
Do
minutes.
we want to do 10 minutes here, or do we want to get back to town first? Is rather the
Why are
question.
we
I
going
don't
back
think
to
we want to
town?
go back to town.
We're not going back to town.
No?
I think
We don't
find
just meet some
refuge.
birds and admit failure. What?
We find refuge in the court of foods. Perhaps this place called the KFC will protect us.
No, I think we just keep going. Like, let's just
Yeah,
go the other
Let's
way.
just go the other way.
No.
Well, at some
I mean,
point
do
we
we-
need
do we
revenge
need-
on these birds.
Oh,
Just not right now.
Yeah. We'll find some ultra powerful thing and come back and incinerate the birds. This is a promise.
Yep.
The birds
No,
will
and-
pay.
As you
We'll
leave,
microwave the birds if we have to.
as you leave, as you had left, they started working to put out the fire that you started.
Okay, either way, as you guys discuss what we're doing, I need to take 10 minutes. So-
We can do a 10-minute break. That's fine.
Yeah, 10-minute break.
Well, we
Do it again.
discussed the mole map.
there we go.
Yeah, 10-minute in character break.
Back to full.
Perfect.
I'm doing it. too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6, 7. Okay. I'm now full might, 9 out of 11 speed, and I put like 1 into intellect, so I'm at 10 again.
I'm
11
full
might,
might.
11 speed, 8 intellect, so a little lower on everything, but not
I got
bad.
14, 9, 6. Because I got brain blasted by fungus.
I'm fine. I don't know what.
Killian, maybe you should communicate to someone not the gate guard that you might have birds coming in the near future.
Okay. Yeah, I can do
Yeah.
that. I will.
Is there employer?
No.
Milk?
We didn't talk to them before, so it'll be real strange. But one of those hunters.
Don't
That
you?
we saw
do you have
talking?
to know their name, or do you don't not have?
It did. I didn't get the full description. I just wrote down one time, one way sending.
Okay, then. Yeah, no. If you,
So yeah, I'll just
I think
whisper
you're
into
good
their
too,
brain an 80-word explanation of birds are coming.
Yeah. Yep.
Was totally not our
Bird
fault.
apocalypse.
Yeah, we saw them as
There's
they
an
were
army
headed,
of birds heading towards you. There were.
yeah, and they were headed like we narrowly avoided them. We didn't talk to them. We didn't have anything to do with it. But we saw a raiding party of birds heading in your direction.
I think you do a 40-word phrase, and then you repeat it like a subway message. Because they don't actually know who it's from.
There you go.
Well, because you need actually do 38, because then at the beginning you need to go bing boom. and then the phrase.
And yep, still got it.
Nice.
They've been alerted.
Okay. And you don't
Meanwhile,
get
when
any responses. This is not a sending spell in that way. Just send it,
No,
right?
it's one way. Yeah.
Perfect.
Very creepy.
Yeah, the birds are gonna come to the gates and be like, "These 4 people did this to you."
Okay.
Says who? We don't know anything about it.
Yeah, we didn't.
All right.
You're gonna trust a bird?
So, I think, yeah, Finley,
Hmm.
as I offer you a GM intrusion.
Ah.
As your rest finishes, hear the approaching sounds, from the way you came, of a small but not unarmed group. You're not sure how many, but a group of flock have been sent out direction towards the food court.
Go,
You
go,
have to
go.
scramble or fight them.
Scramble,
Leave
scramble.
Leave the slushy cup behind.
But you can either accept that and get XP and then give someone XP. We could still run.
You can still run, but they're back
I'm
in the food
accepting
court.
I'm accepting I hear them coming, and then we run.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who else do you give 1 XP to? For what
Um,
arbitrary reason?
the blood mage, because his blood was tingling.
Perfect.
Yeah. I undulate in gratefulness.
Excellent.
So many censorings on this side of the microphone. I'm just constantly censoring myself.
Okay, so you run out into the rooftop, and you are now under the open sky. Ahead of you, see over a dozen at least, as far as you can see. Yeah, makeshift bridges between various rooftops. They're not all at the same exact height. Some of them are inclines or declines.
We crossed the first one,
Yes.
one that takes us to the next place.
Yep.
And then I would like to just break it.
And then just break the roof.
No, we need to go back. We need to go back.
Yes.
No, did you mean break the bridge or the roof?
The bridge.
No, we need the bridge.
So the birds don't follow us.
They probably can fly.
If we want to do that, just break the floor and go down and hope they figure out that we didn't do that, or up. But
There is no up.
oh, right.
I think we cross to the next building and then go down. That seems to be the
Yeah.
safest
Not
way
all
out
the
of here.
buildings seem to have roof entrances. At least not one. But you
All
can
of them have
They
continue,
will
roofs, though.
soon.
but you can
Yeah.
continue on, or you can break your way through the ceiling of one, or you can continue on till. See.
Yeah, I think we just cross one building, though. So we're just not in the same building as the birds
Yeah.
anymore. They're
They
looking
could just
for us.
assume we went back home.
You're hiding. You're like waiting to see for a few minutes.
No.
Okay.
That's a bad move.
Yeah,
Why would
we
we
just
wait?
go.
All right.
We're leaving.
So, out here you see, in the distance, not that far away, sky tower, like a tall needle tower, that seems to have definitely doesn't look like it belongs, but somehow a natural skyway that leads diagonally down to, top of another building nearby, which the bridges lead towards. You can see a roof entrance to an apartment block in the distance, further up ahead. And you can see.
We did directions, right?
You did.
We
But
did.
they were, even in the moment, sort of hard to follow.
I have
Also-
a skill for pertinent details I once heard.
Oh, good. Okay. Excellent.
Well, we also know the city shifts, so it doesn't matter what he told us.
Um,
Might help a
you were
little.
told to go towards that roof entrance, not the sky tower, and not what you would recognize as a rooftop church building that is also rather off to the side.
I think we just try to make our way that way, right?
Yeah, just going for the rooftop entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. There is, as you continue throughout the bridges, yeah, if you basically ignore the sort of like, you pass by close enough to the outdoor church building where you can hear like noises of furniture or something scraping and like furniture moving noises inside. Totally up to you. The door is closed in there. You like just nope past it, or you can investigate.
Is that the rooftop entrance we're trying to get to?
It is not. It is
No.
Are
a.
we sensing danger?
Is it?
I am no longer caring for the sensing danger.
Is that dangerous? Are the sounds dangerous?
It sounds. Actually, yeah. Give me a perception check. You might actually recognize this.
I don't know. Scale of 1 to 10. How difficult is this danger check?
3.
So it's 2?
I would like to
'Cause I
help.
have the skill. I got a 0. It doesn't matter. Not
Well,
dangerous.
If I helped, I'm trained in the skill. Perception.
Not
Put it 3 to
dangerous.
1,
You said
which
you
still
helped.
wouldn't have.
Well, it would have been. Oh yeah, it would have been. No, this is 2 to 1. 2 to 0, which means it would have been a success.
In which case, take the auto success because
I'll
it
take
was
the help.
intended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
technically said
it
it
is the
before you clicked the
sound
button.
of scavenging, is what you recognize it as. Someone like sifting through a building to find valuables.
Oh, so not danger. So it doesn't matter. We keep going. It's
Well,
not where we're
there's
going, and it's not
Potentially
dangerous.
XP behind that door.
I turn around after it's like, but there's stuff in there. I go, what stuff?
Stuff and things.
Okay, so one other thing I want to do. I have a tracking as a skill. It's possible that whatever was out there, was in there, was out here. Can I determine what is in there based on evidence out here?
Absolutely. Make a roll. This would be with intellect. Have the tracking. The difficulty here will be 4.
So I'm down to 3.
Yeah.
Can I stack perception on that as well?
I would say yes, because you're on a rooftop. It's going to be hard to see any particular things. So I'd say
Okay.
that.
All right, so down to 2. That's a 13. That's a success.
So you find probably barely present muddy footprints, or footprints might be the paw prints of some kind, of a creature that seems to have climbed up. It's not clear.
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah, climbed up the building directly, and entered the church building.
So are we seeing like claw marks like in the exterior of the building where it pulled itself up, or like suction cup marks, or some other weird mode of vertical conveyance?
No, you don't see any suction cup marks or claw marks. It's not exactly clear how.
The pitons that they have hammered in.
There is a suspicious lack of leverage to climb, actually.
So wings.
Yeah. Whatever's in there is.
You could
not
craft wings to your back.
Could.
Let's kill it.
Let's go kill something. Let's kill one thing as a group and say that we're actually good at this.
Listen, if we could 4v1 something that doesn't know we're coming, we're good. We got it.
One question: is the door booby trapped?
You want to roll?
And I have no ability to figure this out? Does anyone else?
Perception?
Perception, danger
to
sense,
find-
you know.
Yeah. Is the door dangerous?
Difficulty 4 to tell
So
for
with
sure.
help.
Like, I got help?
Yeah.
That pushes it down to the 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. How
Jesus
dangerous is the door?
Christ.
The door is does not appear to be trapped. It also does not
Or
appear
like-
to be
Kool-Aid Man!
locked.
I'd like
Kool-Aid
to-
Man! Kool-Aid Man!
Yeah, I like to Kool-Aid Man through the door.
I mean, I could go in invisibly
Nope.
and tell you
Nope.
when to Kool-Aid Man through the door. This is
I
why
just-
we get into fights with 8 fucking birds.
I determined
Okay.
the door was not dangerous. I go through it.
Okay. This is probably difficulty 2. It's like an old rotted wooden door and wall. So
I wanted you to roll a 1 and bounce off the door.
Meh.
okay.
There's a sharp-shaped hole in the door.
Yep. Inside you see jumps like very startled. What was formerly like digging through cupboards in one of the corners is this humanoid-shaped creature that is it looks very animal-like, though parts of it are covered in moss. From its head, or I guess I would say its head has a single glowing red eye and is clearly at least partially robotic in some way, as it floats like several feet above the body, connected by several wires and cords down to the body itself. It jumps up, astonished, like very surprised, and you were wanting to kill it, so let's roll initiative.
No, I'm not wanting to kill it. We never said anything about killing.
I don't think that's actually true. You're wanting to fight it.
I want to fight
that
it.
was-
I just want to see what's going on.
Okay.
Now that we've seen, what do we want to do?
It is
We
going
had
to. It's going to try to flee. It looks scared.
Oh, I'm not going to stop it.
Okay. Cool.
How close is it? Because this thing feels like a discovery.
To be fair, we also last time we let things get away, there was more of them that kicked our ass. So
Someone asked how far away it is.
Yeah.
This is not a huge building at all. This is like a miniature building that's been built on top of the other building. Even at the doorway and it in the far corner, you're only a short distance away. But the first thing that it does is
Can we maybe yell at it something along the lines of "Wait, we mean you no harm," and then possibly immediately violate that if it's
we thought you were flock.
no, it doesn't really have another way out. So I think it the like single glowing red eye in it like flickers blue for a second, and then the body starts goes on all fours and starts scrambling up the wall and up onto the rooftop in the corner as it like puts itself in a corner away from you. It doesn't seem
doesn't
to be.
have a way out.
There is one door here. You are standing in it.
Ah.
Okay.
So I
It
turn
doesn't
back
seem to
the
be
rest-
have a way to break through like barriers itself. And the creature does seem to be able to walk on walls and ceilings. It isn't grabbing onto them. It's almost Spider-Manning, like it's just on them. Yeah.
I turn back to the group and I go, shh, it's scared. We need to...
Alpha strike.
Why are we killing? No, just...
Yeah.
Because
we
I
don't
want to
need
walk on walls, motherfucker. Like,
You kill it!
Can robot creature thing? Do you understand what I'm saying? I might be able to understand you.
There's a pause and some like clicks, like a computer, like old computer clicks as it processes in the head, and then in a very like automated, processed voice, it says, "What do you want?"
Microsoft Sam saying it.
Know who you are and what you're doing here.
I am searching. You should not know who I am. It's dangerous.
For you or for us?
Everyone.
I mean, why can't we be friends?
Friends?
We're looking for something too.
I am a survivor. I am alone.
Wouldn't
your
it
Doesn't matter
name?
what age it is, there's always some edgelord fucking cyborg.
A survivor of what? The flaw?
It pauses for a bit, and then it says, "The meeting of all things."
It's a psychology but robot. It doesn't make any sense. Not psychology. It's
Wait, that was written on the wall of the area with the flock.
ah.
What is the meeting of all things?
I don't think it knows.
Do not seek it. Do not ask. Knowledge.
It's a prophecy bot. It's a prophecy cyborg.
We'd really like to know. I want to roll.
You want to roll
Is this
to
pleasant conversation?
Yeah.
not from its perspective.
Come on.
Do you want to roll for it to give you information, or do you want to roll for it to tell you specifically about the meeting of all things?
Well, if it's not no.
Basically, one's more specific but harder.
Thoughts from the group.
Information in general. It doesn't matter what it
Yeah.
gives us. I just want something.
Okay, so get something from it and then get its body.
I don't
Are
want
we gonna
why-
kill it?
Why do you want to
Jordan.
fight it so bad?
Listen, Jordan would love to kill it to let Zed walk on walls, but Horatius is very much wanting to add a friend to the group.
Every time we fight
If we
something,
can
I get
convince it
stabbed.
to be a friend, I'm fine with that. And if we
I-
can't, I vote we have some walking on walls.
I get hurt every time we fight something.
It's sort of your job, trained in every
Yeah.
defense.
Listen, it's your job to get hurt when we fight things, and I also get hurt when we fight things.
Okay.
Look, we just want to know who you are, and maybe we can work with each other. Who knows?
Maybe we're looking for the same thing.
How about a roll for convincing of friendly intentions?
That's fair. That would just be difficulty 4.
Okay. Any
I
help?
would like to help, but I'm not trained in anything like that, so I think it's just the one.
Still better than nothing. I'm assuming you said it was not pleasant conversation.
Can we
Oh.
wave the cup of smelly mold for an additional 1?
I feel like
this
that could
roll?
backfire really bad.
Yeah, but that's the risk we take.
Well, I mean, it's also assumed he already smells it, if he smells.
It's a psychic smell.
Does it have a brain? We don't
So
know.
wait,
It's a robot thing.
It has a biological body and a robot head, to be clear.
So you can have 2 assets on every roll. Does that mean 2 people could help if they're only doing +1s?
Yes.
I was
All right.
suggesting help with the smelly juice.
I might have suggested help with, we see that your head is slightly detached from your body, and there's a doctor over here that has tools and a medical kit and things. Maybe we
Is
could
it
help
supposed to
out.
be slightly detached from your
It's
body?
supposed to be detached.
I don't know. There's a bunch of hanging wires. It could be.
Would you like for it to be fully detached from your body?
Okay, let's.
Listen, Cyclops Skulker Bot is.
I'm gonna go with a 2. I think the doctor help is much more interesting, but yeah, let's see how this goes.
Okay.
Regardless. Yes, there we go.
Okay.
Yay.
So, I think, yeah, you convince it that you have friendly intentions. So I think it says, if you truly mean no harm, please, let me leave.
It's the opposite of what we want.
Yeah, I know, but it clearly seems to want to be, like, on its own and isolated.
But now you'll get friendly conversation.
Yes, you do.
True.
But it's also intimidated by you literally blocking the door.
Well, wouldn't it make logical sense?
Just ask him about the microwave and let him on his way.
we don't want to ask about the microwave because he might be looking for the microwave.
Yeah.
Does it make more sense if we're both searching for things? Could be the same thing, could be different things, to work together? Because then you search an area faster. Is that not true?
I seek
I think
history. My history.
Oh, I have
Pieces,
this.
scattered tears.
I pull out the book of Numenera that I have. Like, we could look through this if there's anything in here you don't know.
It looks hesitating, like it isn't sure. Then
We
it
do
says,
really like to help people.
Yeah,
and then it
we
says,
helped a robot guy not that long ago.
your kind are unorthodox in your generosity. What is your motivation?
Walking up walls.
To make a friend.
We're on a
Yeah.
quest.
What do you seek?
The microwave. We seek the microwave.
Like a box thing.
You're going to have to be more specific. It says.
It's we're told it's under the street in
It immediately
this.
hisses when you say that with a like mechanical grinding sound.
Oh, is that
It's
bad?
HSSSSS, but put their Microsoft Sam.
Yeah. And it says, "Do not go near that place. It is dangerous."
Oh,
They crawl. They seek.
who's
Hunters,
they?
hunters roam deep.
Cool.
Well, what if we help you find your thing? Would you help us or give us information for our thing?
My search is everlasting, but what wisdom I can grant you, I shall.
Do you have a name
It says
or
something
a
that is not
designation?
alleged. That is not like pronounced.
Do you speak? Can you pronounce it in fast and slow, or the animal speak? Because then I could process it.
No. It says, "I am the survivor."
Can we call you Survey?
Why? I feel like Survivor's a fine name.
I mean, Survey seems more like, friendly.
Yeah, that's the stuffed animal version, though.
I am the survivor.
Okay.
We'll work on merchandising later.
Um, do how long have you been around here? We're looking for a group of people who came looking before us. They haven't come back.
You hear the sound of something sniffing from the like biological body, even though the head, and you see no nose on the biological body, the head is like floating, I guess, below since it's on the ceiling. But you hear the sound of sniffing, and then and then the head says, "I sense have history mine," and then it says, "May I approach?"
Wait, which one has it?
Um, just a sec.
Balls I have in a bag.
Oh no. Is it the Rickroll?
It is not the. No, it's not like, yes, my people's history.
A
No.
Rickroll crystal? Yeah, no.
Yeah, my
there's-
crystal Rickroll that is wrapped up in my bedroll, so I can't hear it right now.
No, it is. It actually is looking and looks towards Azure.
I guess you can come closer. Do you know what this piece of history looks like?
It doesn't say anything when it approaches. The body is very slowly and carefully, like cautiously approaches you, which is for your bag.
I stand very still, but then slowly take the bag and put it in front of me, and we'll start kind of slowly taking things out, but not actually leaving the hand off things, because if he's going to snatch something, I want to snatch it back.
Okay.
But he's
Yeah.
not feeling like snatchy.
Eventually, it says, "There, when you are holding your invisibility nodule cipher, a remnant of my people. I will accept it as exchange for information."
We would be happy to barter for information with this, but there are many things which you seem unwilling to share that we would like to know. Would you be willing to share them if we give this to you?
Indeed. I accept.
Absolutely, I'll hand it
How
over.
many questions?
Let's just talk and not.
Yeah. Let's not put a number on it. Let's just talk until he stops talking.
What
I
do you
think our
inquire
first.
about?
Out of character, I'm curious to know where the people are,
Yeah.
and what is to do with with the thing of the deep, because that's the big one. But I'm
Yeah.
worried that's the one that's going to stop him talking.
It's true. I think start with the people, and then if he knows about that, we could ask follow-up questions.
Yeah. So, does he know anything about the people or friends that we're looking for?
So yeah, you described a week ago a small group of people similar to us went down below. And it says, "I watched them twice. They descended spine. They attempted to access like you, Guardian, slaughtered.
Ooh, what's the Guardian?
They fled aside."
Okay, so they're below the street.
They are dead.
What is
Guardian?
the Guardian?
It says it watches, it waits, it is silent, still, till it's always there. Nearby.
Does something call it, or is it triggered by a security system?
It guards the way.
Is it electronic or mechanical, or is it organic?
Yes.
So
Thank
kind of like you, mechanical and organic.
It
Mm.
Well, I know what it hungers for specifically.
A microwave.
Oh, the goop. Everything hungers for the goop.
start just a mold religion.
The
Speaking
great
of
mold.
which, do you know anything about this? Points at the mold.
Yeah. It approaches it with its floating. Its head is floating around it. The wires don't seem to be holding up, though it's hard to tell. But now that you've had time with it, you see that the head seems to be. Wires are not acting as a support connection. The head floats over. It says it too is strange visitor. possibly a survivor.
When you say a visitor, do you mean from a different place in this world? I don't know.
In the city?
Yeah, the city. Let's go with that.
It's quiet for some time. It says,
So it's like sec, and then we describe who that person is.
the blissfully.
When it's looking like the conversation is winding down, I have one last question I want to give it, and there's motivation for it. So,
Okay.
But when you're done, let me know.
I think we were gonna try the big question that it might just
Yeah.
like stop ask and letting us ask questions. So you could do that as we're like debating like whether we should ask the question.
I just wanted to bring up that, it's searching for history. It's the only survivor left. What the hell are you? I want to write this down so you're remembered.
Ooh.
It looks actually shocked when you say that. And then it slumps slightly in what might be sadness. It says, tension is admirable. All memory assume actuality.
That doesn't mean you don't try, right? Something has to survive. And it might be this book. You never know.
Yeah, if everything stops to exist, what's the point of existing at all?
And he like extends his hand as if like, give me the book.
Yeah, I'll hand him
Yep. The
some
body,
paper.
yeah, the body holds the paper, or the pages of the book. The head floats above it, and the light like flashes almost like a red version of a camera flash, a few times, once per page. And when he hands them back to you, it looks like every page has been filled with almost very small, it's like looking at a QR code, but it fills the entire page and is a bit more complex and different. But it's just a bunch of different like black and white squares everywhere. And it says, that is a summary of history that I know my people's language.
Couldn't translate it.
Not too useful when no one can read it, brother.
And it says, scholars, evasion, exchanged, built great wonders. I think to join the meeting of words.
What is
Now-
the meaning of all things?
Yeah, there's a lot of big questions at this point. For a church scavenging thing, it was a lot.
Yeah.
Nevagen.
Well, yeah, we've seen that listed elsewhere as it watches from the meaning of all things. So I think it's good to know what that is. If is it dangerous? Is it something to be avoided?
Is it over if you were the first to join?
It is entropy itself, manifestation. Meaninglessness.
It's the nothing, like from the Neverending Story. It's the fucking nothing.
That is what the
Is it-
creature says.
Is it so you're saying it's nothing but also everything?
After another hesitation, it nods.
How
Mm,
did your people join with it?
It it came to us. It has a will. It hungers.
So it consumes, but does it assimilate as well, or does it destroy?
All and none of us. I do not know it. I have survived by staying its influence.
Where is its influence? Is it something we can avoid?
It comes from below.
mm.
And we're going below. That's fun. That's the crack right there.
That's
Sure, we'll
wonderful.
find out. Like, it'll be...
Thanks for telling us what we might be up against.
Where fog is, it is not what it seems.
Few things
That-
are.
Out of character, do we know about that?
Um, I guess no.
Right.
Told about it.
Stay safe, survivor. Hopefully we see you again. If not, we're probably dead anyway.
Wish you die sane.
I mean,
That's
We're-
real dark there, buddy. Yeah.
Well,
You're-
fuck you
you
too,
assume
I
we're-
guess.
you assume we're sane already. He just says like perfectly straight faced.
It nods, and if you let it, it will depart. Sort of like in like animal like leaps. Kind of like a frog. It will to the end down. Even as you watch it, despite being sideways, it will like leap down and then drop. Like it's altering gravity's direction. Kind of is how it's traveling.
Oh no, that's two cool things you could have had.
Later.
Later. All right, let's rack our XP for monster and
Yeah.
goo.
Yep.
Goo and monster. Goo and monster.
Monster goo. Monster goo.
Perfect. So yes, you have made 2 discoveries. One that begets more
Ooh.
questions, but yes, I would say speaking with a creature of the Nevision has been a discovery. You discovered its origins in a vague way. I'd say it's 2 XP per discovery, right?
Is it?
I
Believe
thought it was
so,
just
yeah.
one.
Let's check.
Ooh, I'll take 2.
I'll take
Yeah.
4 XP.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I thought it was 2.
It's not on the cheat sheet, I don't think, so I'll have to look.
Salvaging.
See if it's in the rules of the game. It's in XP and investment. Like
Experience points. This will probably
Discovery
help.
XP is 1 XP per PC.
1 per PC. more sense.
So we each get 2?
Each get 2 XP discoveries.
Nice. And then can we spend those at any time?
Check that right now. Say it.
Yes. As soon as you have 4, I'm pretty sure you can spend them.
Here we go. Okay. Spending experience points. They are meant to be used, not horrible. If the player ever accumulates more than 10 XP, the GM can require to spend some immediately. So you don't have to spend them. Using it for reasons. The thing. You can also spend 2 XP to basically have a flashback of sorts for a short-term skill boost, a short-term training. Example is basically I know how to pick this specific type of lock. In my backstory, I was a locksmith for the specific type of. And then general.
4 XP for each of the tick boxes for advancement.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
I will be spending one of those in between sessions.
Yep.
I will let you know if I do that.
Yep. But
Because
no,
I might just hold on to it.
You can just hold on to it. It doesn't. It also doesn't seem to take any time. You can need it.
Oh.
Yep.
And then
I don't know. The only other way to get XP is the player-driven awards.
Yes.
What
We'll go
are
back up to that.
those? How did I miss?
It's players can create their own missions by setting goals.
Yeah.
Basically.
Which I don't think we were using for this.
With GM approval, also earn XP for building a background.
I think the main two we're using right now, discoveries and
But we haven't called out any specific player-driven awards yet.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to talk about this.
Well, the example is if you vow to avenge the death of someone else. That's a mission you can get player-driven XP for. So if we do go back and beat up the birds,
Kill Screech. I don't care about the rest of the birds. The leader has to die.
I am willing to give 1 XP to the party if you kill Screech. 1 XP
we go back
each.
and just kill him.
See, I want to devise some sort of a clever plan and just make it so that he is gone. But
Yeah, I mean, they have cool stuff that we can use to when we go down further. So it's pretty. Well, he also sent birds out, so now they're going to be weaker if we go fight them.
I would also argue setting up the robot in the town is worthy of XP because
that was a
delivering a
player-driven.
message to her. Well, just under the GM awards, delivering a message to a remote village high in the mountains, saving a family in an isolated farm.
You're right. I'd say 1 XP everywhere. 1 XP to everyone for going out of your way to set up this shop.
Yay!
Sick.
Whee!
I will also
then-
spend XP in between sessions.
Yep, so will I. I was
'Cause I wanna-
hunting through every piece of
No.
wording I could find for 1 more XP.
You are correct, though. I forgot. I missed that, but you're right.
Because I do want to be able to fight better, I guess, because I am
Jordan, what were you going to say?
entirely a fighter.
So for the advancement, the 2 other tick boxes, where would you find what you could put there?
So it's actually on the cheat sheet under advancement. Instead of taking one of the 4 core advancements, you can reduce armor cost by 1, add +2 to your recovery rolls. I can't do it yet, but you could take another tier 3 or 6 focus ability, or you can select a new type ability that you didn't take on when you built.
Okay, what's a type ability?
It's
your class.
It's what your nano gives you.
Like
your
you get a new
nano
Esoteries.
esoteries.
a new nano esoteric.
Oh,
It'd have to be tier 1, but you can take one of the ones that you didn't pick up.
okay. I will look into that.
Well, I think we got a good idea of, okay, this is how hard combat is. And yes, it does scale with more people, makes it very much harder.
Yeah.
That's still a thing. Yeah. So there were 8 of them, I think.
Well, ambush tactics.
But if you go for and they had basically like they were set up. That was their
Yeah.
previous fortifications. They knew were coming, everything like that. So yeah,
Cool.
that's the episode. So which are we going with what the flock then for the episode name?
Yeah, what the flock?
I think so.
Canceling that guy was the first part of the session, but what
now
the flock
you have a new
is for everything else.
a new hatred, a new vendetta now.
We
Perfect.
swore a new oath of vengeance.
Yep. Okay. Are we all available for next week? I think I am.
What is next week?
The
Next
12th.
week is yes.
Yes, then I should be available.
I should be too.
We can discuss it if someone is out. That'll be fun.
Okay, then, assuming that stays true, we'll be back next week for episode 3. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.